How's it going, everyone? I'm Gonzer, and today we are celebrating. The channel has hit 500 subs, which is, something I never thought would happen. I had a Pokemon channel before, as we talked about one time. I did probably, I don't know, a lot of work for it, dude. I did like probably 20 different, background pieces of background audio. I did a lot of graphics for it. I did a lot of work on that channel, and that channel went nowhere fast. This channel, I've done less work, but I have grabbed all of the work that I did for that previous channel and put it to work. So after like a long break, it felt like this channel hasn't taken as much effort, and I'm surprised actually like where the channel is at right now. I thought what would happen again is, I'd make a few videos, the channel would fail, no one would follow, and after like a month or two, I'd quit, okay? That's what I figured would happen. So I cannot tell you guys like how thankful I am. I'm at the point right now where I'll probably just keep making videos no matter what. I do want the channel to grow. I do want this to be my job. I've already said that before, but I'm at the point right now where at least people are watching, so there will always be something. I'm not going to say it's going to be coming in quick if the channel doesn't grow, but there will always be something because of where we are at right now, and I definitely want to thank you guys for that. So, thank you. Awesome. So, before we get into the Q&A for today, which that's what we're doing a Q&A, I want to tell you guys, a little bit about myself. So, should I say my name? No, I should not. But I'll say I have a name in common with a very, very annoying family. My first name is a name involved in a very annoying family. Unique name. You can find it. But that's not important. I essentially grew up in a small town outside of Seattle, Washington. And I grew up there. I stayed there. I've been here forever. That's where I'm at, like right outside of Seattle, Washington, in the United States of America. So pretty much like my history is all I did as a kid was played frickin' basketball. I was like jock kid, dude. It was crazy. It's weird considering like who I am today. I was like major jock. Big basketball player. It's all I did, played basketball. And then by the time I reached high school, that's probably where things really started to change. Late high school, I met a friend who was really into debate. Like I was into debate myself, but I like didn't have the right tools, if that makes sense. So I met a friend who was into debate, and I got into debate because of him. And from there, my hobbies kind of changed. I got into debate from there. I got more into tech. I was already into tech, like in high school. And before, always in my whole life. But that's like another hobby of mine is like tech. Like I can tell you pretty much, I am always up to date on computer hardware, and I have been for many, many years. I know quite a lot about it. Another one of the things I do is audio engineering. People might not know that about me. I'm an audio engineer, and professionally, not much. Work, I worked in audit for like 3 years, but yeah, it's a major interest of mine, and it's kind of funny that people won't really know from like viewing my channel, but I have the capabilities to take this channel like a lot further, and that'll happen if the channel gets bigger. The way that I am is kind of like, if I'm getting more viewership, then I'll take the channel further. That's kind of how it is with me. So what else am I into? I'm into firearms. Ooh. You guys know that there's a firearm in the background of every video? There's actually two. Can you spot them? There's one right here. See it? See the barrel sticking up there? Okay, and then there's one right there. It's that black bit right there. It's a Glock 19. People will be surprised by that. People will delete me because of that. They'll be like, oh my god, fucking Republican, get away from me! Fuck you guys. Stay here, relax. See, that's one thing that this channel has really taught me about people. And that is, man, people get along when politics and all that bullshit is just taken out of their lives. It's funny, because if people just got over their shit, they would be, pretty much everyone would be friends. I don't know, it's really annoying to see people care about such trivial shit, but things are what they are. So what else should I say? Did you guys know that I'm 6'5"? How tall do you guys think I am? Like, I am a fucking giant and a half. Like, I wonder if you guys know that. I wonder if you guys realize, like, how big this motherfucker is that you're seeing on YouTube. Man, I'm a monster. But the last thing we'll go into before the Q&A is Pokemon. My Pokemon history. And I don't know if I've talked about this before. So, I have said that I am the age that Ash Ketchum would be had he aged, okay? That means when Ash Ketchum was 10, I was 10. Got it? So, he was 10 in 97, 98. So, meaning I was 10 in 97, 98. Yeah, he's reset and all that. You get the point. But you understand what I'm saying. So at the time, oh man, I loved frickin' Pokemon at the time. I was more into the game, though. I was more into, red, green, blue, yellow. And yes, I had fucking green in the United States, which is funny. So, yeah, I imported green, but I knew everything it said because I knew red and blue so well that I could play green in the United States. But the game that I mastered in, man, the game that I played the most of, that was Pokemon Blue. And yeah, I mastered at the time. Pretty much the assumption was you're a master if you have all the Pokemon. And at the time, I was also a master in the card game. Maybe we'll that's gross. Maybe we will pull out my old card game, my old Pokemon cards, and look at them. And you guys can see that I definitely was a master when there was only 151 Pokemon. Kind of funny. And the other thing is, dude, Mew. That's another thing that people don't know about, man. You know how I got Mew back then? When Mew didn't exist? I got him at the goddamn mall. I was given to him by the Pokemon company. They gave it to me at the frickin' mall. It was weird. So, after I turn 11 or 12, I'm like, fuck Pokemon. I gotta chase chicks, man. I gotta chase chicks and do coke off their stomach and stuff, right? That's what I was doing when I was 12. I'm joking. So, for the longest time, I had nothing to do with Pokemon until 2016. Really. It's funny because everything is different, and I like Pokemon today a lot more than I did like it back then. It is a lot different, and it is a lot better, a lot more fleshed out, especially the anime. But today, I'm not really into the games. The games that I've played, I played Sun and Moon. Well, I played Sun. I played Ultra Sun. I played Pokemon X. I played a little bit of Sword, not much. I did that live. I'm not really interested. I mean, I wish my team was there. I'm missing 5-6 of my team. I just don't want to play because of that. And, man, I wish they were there. So maybe more will be getting added here when they do this Isle of Armor thing, real soon, now. But we'll have to see, guys. So I got back into Pokemon around that time. I watched the anime every episode at that point. It's funny because back then I was more of a fan of I really loved Ash, but my pathetic way of showing it was I was obsessed with Richie. Because Richie, he was smarter than Ash. He didn't have that I'm an idiot temperament. So I really liked Richie a lot, so I always named my characters in the game Richie. So at that point, in 2016, I watched all of the anime, everything right in a row. The only thing I didn't enjoy was Best Wishes, which oh man, I wanted to kill myself watching that shit. But since then, I've been obsessed basically with mostly just the anime. I did get into the cards for a little bit of time. Around the time when Greninja Break was a popular deck. And when I stopped hanging around Gardevoir GX, that ridiculous deck had come out. But I didn't mean to flip you guys off, but, now that I'm doing it, so fuck you guys. So, that's my Pokemon history. Not very impressive. I mean, I could have been into Pokemon forever, the entire time, but I wasn't. But that's just how it goes, guys. Last thing, I know one more thing before we get into the Q&A. My name, Gonzer. What is the name? What's that come from? No one asked this question, so there's like a bunch of questions I wanted to answer that no one asked. That's why we're doing this beginning bit. Gonzer, what does that mean? Well, first of all, it's supposed to be Gonzer, but people would always call it wrong, call me the name wrong. So it's just a made-up gamer tag that I made up back in the day. I just thought it was a cool name when I was like a 11th grader in high school or something. So like the mid-2000s, like 2005, I made it up, which is pretty funny. It's means pretty much nothing, guys. So let's jump into the Q&A. Okay, here's one that I want to talk about real quick. Okay, guys, you know the 4 seconds at the beginning of my videos? What do you think those 4 seconds are aimed at? Okay? The first 4 seconds of my videos are aimed at people who are going to fucking come in here and whine at me about language. Fuck you guys. I cannot control your feelings. You can control your feelings, and you can fuck right off and leave if you do not like hearing bad words, you fucking baby. People like Jeremiah Ortiz here, fucking leave the channel. This person posted this shit and then immediately deleted it and just fucking ditched. It's just like, dude, don't watch the fucking channel if you cannot deal with someone swearing, you fucking child. Now to deal with the normal good people of the channel. I will have to move my webcam here accordingly as we go. What got you into Pokemon? The entire world at the time was into Pokemon. It dwarfs. You know, in 1998, dwarfs in every way Pokemon, like how popular Pokemon has been at any point after then. Pokemon was everywhere. If you were not into Pokemon, you were not cool. Like, Pokemon was the thing when I was around. So that's what got me into it. Everyone was into it. I remember specifically getting into it, though, if I got to be more specific. My friend who lived across the alley from me at the time, he brought out Pokemon cards, and he had, like, you know, that Machamp card, which was like the first holo that people would ever see because it came with like the starter deck. He had that Machamp card and all. It just, I don't know, it just seemed so cool to us. It just seemed so cool to everyone, so everyone got into it, man. It was big. It was very big. What motivates you to continue making Pokemon videos? Well, what motivates me to keep making Pokemon videos, the reason I'm really doing this, because, believe me, everything is up here. There are 2 reasons I do this. One, I think this would be a fun job, okay? That's one. But the main reason I do this is because I see this Pokemon community and communities like it that are not very intelligent, that really need help, who they need leadership, and the popular channels don't have it. They are lacking. For example, HDV, that fucking guy, that's a big goddamn channel. That guy outright believed that Kalos was going to be in Sword and Shield. Okay, the Pokemon community badly needs people who have a stable mind, who understand healthy skepticism. That's why I am here, and that's why I will continue to be here. What is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon, it's not going to be a very unique choice, but I am going to say Greninja. I would say many Ash Pokemon, like very common ones, before I'd say anything else. Like, I'm a big fan of the anime, dude. But definitely Ash, Greninja, Pikachu, but like the most unique one, definitely Gliscor. I think Gliscor is pretty cool. Do you see PokeTubing in your future? God, I don't like calling it PokeTubing, but yeah, I will be around, as I stated before. What's your opinion on the Pokemon Journeys anime so far? Okay, we're gonna have a new video on this, guys. After I watched it in English, my opinion has changed quite a bit. I've kind of alluded in the past that I kind of trust them and think they're doing their job, like the writers. I think it's been pretty damn good. I have some things to say, and that will come up in probably the next video. Do you play the Pokemon games? Not really. I don't know. If my team comes back, I will go back to it. I do play the Pokemon games, but I don't play them often, and I don't play them like people who go shiny hunting. I don't play them like obsessively. I like play the story and then I'm done. That's kind of how I am. Or I probably will go further than that in some games. Like I'll fill the decks. I'll play the story. I'll fill the decks. That's usually what I do. And then sometimes I'll try to do like the entire decks. And I've done that. I've tried to do that a couple times. I think I'm at like 700 or something. I'm pretty close. It's not that far off. What other animes do you watch? I don't really watch any other animes. I watched Trigun and I watched Attack on Titan. What else? Nothing really. I liked Trigun a lot. That's about it. That's pretty much it. What are some plans for the future of your... He probably meant channel. The plans for the future of the channel. The plans for the future are basically I'm just going to say in general, if the channel grows, then the quality will grow with it. Let's put it that way. So congrats on 500. I left a good amount of questions, which you answer them for some good content. I can't wait until you get more subs, man. Congrats. Thank you very much. Chase, aka your boy. Thanks for having a lot of questions here. This really helped with the video. Okay, and we have a question from Yash Jai Swal. When Go asks Ash, is Pokemon Master becoming world's best trainer? Ash replies, it's way beyond that. What do you think of it? And is this last generation of Pokemon? By the way, congrats on 500. I love your vids. Thank you, Yash. Dope name. Very dope name. I think that Pokemon Master is just a vague goal for Ash to have, and I think they do not want to define it because they don't want there to be a clear end point in the anime. I do not think this is the last generation of the anime. I do not think Ash... I think Ash for sure will be beating Leon. I do not think he is going to go past that this generation. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe he's actually going to win it all, but no. I picture this being a sort of way to buy time after the league. So I think they'll probably have him... he'll definitely get in the Masters 8. He'll definitely beat Leon. Those are the two things. From there, I don't think he's going to be like the champion. And I don't think this is the end. If there was ever an intent to like replace Ash or anything with Go, which I don't think there is, they're not doing very good at it. Let's see. Let's just say that. So from Pokemon Cracked, what was your favorite series? Mine was X, Y, and Z. Yeah, mine was Pokemon XY. Of course it is. Yeah, Pokemon. I've talked about this quite a bit actually. Pokemon XY. It tramples the other series. I don't think XYZ is the best season of the three, but I think you just meant XY, including that last season, Z. But, yeah, very good show. Very, 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 very good show. I wish the Pokemon anime would have just kept being like that and would have never reset, soft reset. I think that was a dumb idea. Okay, from Dante Salazar. If you had to choose one Pokemon, what would it be and why? If I had to choose one Pokemon, what would it be and why? Oh shit. I should have read these questions before and actually thought about this one. One Pokemon, what would it be and why? I don't know, probably like in real life, something I would say like something I could keep like as a pet that would be small, that would be easy to feed, but also be potentially very strong. I don't know, like a Pikachu with a freaking light ball or something like that. Where do you watch the new episodes of Pokemon Journeys? I Googled them and used the hourly filter in order to get it very early. Actually, I watch it at Kick-Ass Anime. That's where I watch it. But that's only if I'm watching old episodes. If I'm watching new episodes, believe me, I'm just Googling it. So I can get it before everyone else and make the video real quickly. What was the first Pokemon game you played? Pokemon Blue. Or Red. Probably Blue. What was the first series you watched of Pokemon? The original series. I am an OG, dude. I'm a Gen 1er. I'm a Gen 1er, guys. I hope I become the top of the top when it comes to YouTube. You cocky bastard. I know you're talking about me, actually, though. And I will always cheer you on. Congrats. Thank you, Dante Salazar. You're one of the people who are very often appear in the comments. So thank you very much. And I'm making sure right now that I haven't seen other people who are always commenting because I always want to point them out. Someone just called me a simp on YouTube. I'm gonna fucking kill them. Okay. So from Random Ukrainian, this is someone I've seen comment a few times, so thank you for watching, Random Ukrainian. Q&A. What was your favorite Galar starter? What was your favorite Galar starter, and which do you want Ash to get? I want Ash to get none of them. I didn't want him to get any of them. I want to complete Ash's journey. I wanted him to essentially build the strongest team he can and just go in and wreck shit and take over. And by strongest team he can, I mean like take Pokemon from your bench that are already strong and just finish this character, get it done. Then maybe you can reset, or you can start with a new character. I would start with a new character, but you know, that's just how it is. Who would you most like to return to the anime from Pokemon Cracked? Well, I would like to see Paul return to the anime. The reason why is if Paul is in the anime, they cannot really harm Ash. When Paul is there, you have to have the effects of Paul. And that is that Paul taught Ash about objectivity. So you can't make Ash dumb if Paul is there. That's I really wish they had to deal with Paul just being there. That's the one thing. Okay, this is another common commenter, GrzBurr. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name exactly right, but we'll just have to go with GrzBurr. What are your top 10 Pokemon anime episodes? Fuck, dude, I didn't get ready for this shit. Okay, I'll make a video about that. Because that is a video that I want to make, actually. And, I'll just keep it in mind and I'll get it out relatively quickly. Like, in the next, week. So, will you substitute question poll with something? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to be like, hey guys, in the comments, let me know what you think about this. It sucks because I wish that we had that poll. Because people are more likely to go into that poll and answer the poll than they are to just go comment like one word, or like 3 words. It's stupid. Will you do episodes about dubbing or music in the anime? I would gladly see rating of opening themes. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to talk about the dub specifically in the video that I'm talking about making, where I talk about my opinion of Pokemon Journeys. Watching that dub changed my mind on a few things. And especially watching the episodes in a row changed my mind on a few things. So we'll definitely get into that. And you say, I didn't want to double others' questions. Nice tier list. I think Rotom Dex is hated because of his English voice. Yeah, definitely for sure. And it's funny because when you're watching this the Japanese, you don't really go back and like look at that kind of stuff. And the English, it gets to a point where the English is kind of awkward to watch. I don't know. Like, I thought Go's voice this time in English was going to be really fucking bad, dude. Oh, man. It sucked. I am glad that when I went to and watched the anime after seeing those commercials, oof. Man, I am as happy can be that it's not a shitty voice. You know who has a good voice? Koharu. Very good voice. Okay, and we have a question from Siddhartha Prajapati. This is a very common commenter. Thank you, Siddhartha. I can't say enough. I know that you've been watching pretty much every single video. Like, you're pretty much one of like the 2 people who I always see. What do you think? Is this going to be the last journey of Ash Ketchum, or will the series be rebooted again? No, I don't think this is gonna be the last journey. I think, I don't know. I think there will be at least one more after this, based on how things are looking right now. But I can't be sure. It'll be clear in another year from now. Okay, number 2. If Serena somehow returns in the series, what do you think? There will be some shipping moments or just friendly moments like Brock and Misty in SM? If Serena returns, like, for an episode, there will definitely be like some shipping moments, like for sure. They'll do something for the fans there. If she returns permanently, they'll have to be dating. Like I said, you would have to be a really dumb writer to bring her back permanently and not have her be dating Ash. So, I don't think they'll do that though. So, just to be clear. Who is the most popular Poke girl in the world? It is Serena, for sure. You know, Japan kind of has its own opinions, but like the rest of the world, like, especially if just pay attention to like these, let's just call them protests and riots. Pay attention to them, pay attention to like how a lot of the world is engaging in them right now. A lot of people share kind of the opinions of the USA. It's kind of weird. And it seems like a lot of the world is like together and very similar, but then you go to like Japan, people are a little bit different. But yeah, I think in general in the world, Serena for sure. And I want you guys to understand, like Serena in my poll, when I asked like who's your favorite Pokemon girl, it was not even close. I think she had like 55 votes to 1. And the other vote, the only single vote was for other. And I had like 5 other choices there, guys. Yeah, Serena is extremely, extremely popular. And Pokemon XY, like, a thing I'm gonna say to people is like, guys, I don't think people understand Pokemon XY brought Pokemon to the ratings of the original series. Pokemon XY had serious ratings. They were wrecking shit. Pokemon XY was dope as shit, guys. It was a big moneymaker here in the USA. Like, I'm just gonna put it like that. 2016 was like the third boom of Pokemon. I'd say the second boom was during like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then but this last one, it was definitely 2016. Just boom, Pokemon Go comes out. XY was good. Yeah, like they were pulling in ratings there. So I don't know why they thought like rounding everything on Ash and making him look like an idiot and going into Vacation Wonderland. I don't really know what the hell they were thinking there. They really should have thought more of it. Okay, from Shocking Red, another common commenter. Thank you very much, Shocking Red. If you would have 5 of any Ash's Pokemon return, what would the story be? Okay, so I can tell you what I would do as far as a basic outline, okay? A basic outline would be like this. I would, for one, something has to happen where Ash changes his worldview. Ash's worldview right now that he got at the end of Generation 2 was, okay, I am a trainer who is going to reset for the purpose of efficiency and for the purpose of the journey. So that needs to change. That video that I did about Paul and Infernape, the video that I did about Paul and Infernape, that would be a good way to do it. What that video did was, Paul comes in and is like, hey, how is Infernape? And Ash is like, I don't know, I haven't seen him in years. And Paul is like, wait a minute, this guy who taught me to have some humility, like, it's like the most important trainer in my life, he is neglecting a Pokemon? See, this has always been a problem for the Pokemon anime. It always has been. There are a few things that have always been a problem. One of them is catching, when they just catch a Pokemon against their will. Go? It's weird that they're kind of doing that. But yeah, Ash would have to change his worldview in some way. So if I didn't do it with Paul, Gary, someone. Basically, Ash, it has to be pointed out that it is cruel to keep his Pokemon back there. Oak, someone. That's it. That's all that has to happen. That's the main thing that has to happen. And then you could tell a story around that. And then we're done. We're back to the moral busybody of moral busybodies. Wow. We have done it all today, boys. And like the 2 girls who watch. Yep, we've done it all. So anyway, guys, like, I want to thank you guys. Seriously, I cannot thank you guys enough. And I'll tell you guys, like, I will always, like, these early names who are popping up in here, I'll always remember you guys because you guys are the ones who took the risk on my channel. And I thank you guys very deeply for that. I'm not a very, like emotional guy who speaks his emotions, but, like, what you guys have done for me here, very thankful. So, love you guys. Yeah. So, that's gonna be it for today, guys. And we'll have some videos out in the next day or two. Well, a video out in the next day or two. You guys can like, you guys can comment, you can subscribe, and most of all, you can share, but only if you would like to do so. You have the will to do as you wish. Peace out, cats.